They're coming from the southwest there. And one troop transport? Are you serious? Do they not know how absolutely wasted one troop transport is going to get? They don't learn, do they? Welcome everybody to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm an old guy gaming. We are playing Alpha 10.5 on the hardest settings, and guess what? The Xerax are going to attack us once again. They do not seem to be able to learn their lesson. So, let's go ahead and see what's going to happen here. We got to figure out what direction they're coming from. They're coming from the southwest there. And one troop transport? Are you serious? Do they not know how absolutely wasted one troop transport is going to get? They don't learn, do they? They just don't learn. Okay, well, let's show them what for. One troop transport. If they want to bring us in some nice high-level... Look at that guy. He's just getting his ass kicked. Oh, shit. They did bring in two troop transports once, but these attacks are pretty wimpy. Oh, look at that. We got another Tech 2 rocket launcher, laser upgrade kit. That's pretty good stuff. Okay. Whoops. We don't have room for that. Shit. Okay, what we've got to do is let's put this down here. I don't really care so much about the other stuff, but I want this. There we go. I mean, let's grab it now that we can, but okay, cool. Well, so much for that. Yeah, the Xerax, they only really had one successful attack on us, and that was in the very beginning, on the very first attack, because I just wasn't ready for them at that point. But ever since then, we've basically spanked them every time they've come. And, you know, the thing is they're not really up in their game, which they really need to do. They need to fix the code of the game so, you know, that they ramp it up. And I think they're supposed to, but I have not seen that happen. I have not seen them ramp it up, and they really need to make this effective. But that's the way it is right now in 10.5, and we kick the shit out of them, so it is what it is. Too bad for them, right? Too bad for them. Okay, let's put this away. I want to put the fuel in here. Put this back in our own inventory. And we'll put the extra rocket launcher in here. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do in this episode, the plan is going to be, let's put the stomach pills there, is I've got enough stuff, as you can see, to go ahead and upgrade our first constructor to an advanced constructor. Okay, so that's all the stuff that you need to do that. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to upgrade this guy to an advanced. Boom! There we go. We have ourselves an advanced constructor. Very cool. So we can make some more better stuff in this thing. Tool turrets. So we still have to learn all that stuff though. Speaking of which, where are we at in terms of our level? All right, so we're 60% of the way to level 21. We've got 514 points. See, I hesitate to learn these just only because I already have them. You know, we've gotten them from looting the enemy. So, what about tools? Yeah, see, we've got multi-tool Tech 2s. So I think we should probably concentrate. We are going to want to eventually make fusion cells. We're going to want to make auto miners, but hover vessel, that's what I want to look at. So we're going to want that stuff for sure, but can we make, at level 20, can we make the drills? We can. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to learn these, and we're going to learn these. And I already have 3 of these from what we've been able to loot. So that means we can upgrade our miner to drills. Not necessarily going to do that right away, but we can do that now. We're going to want for, I think it's the same for both of these, but we're definitely going to want that and that and that for the small vessel. Yeah, we're going to want all that stuff too. Let's just learn all of that. Medium thrusters, railguns. Let's hold off on that stuff for the moment. We already have armored cockpits. Landing gears. Alright, so for hovers... Oh, so that is different. That's not this. They don't share that with the small vessel anymore. That's interesting. That is interesting. Hover engine level 2. I think I want to focus more, at least right at the moment anyway, on capital vessel. Because the next build that we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves a hauler. A capital vessel hauler is what we're going to do. Projectile turrets. Yep, let's learn those. We're down to 370 points. Landing gear, we're going to want those. Rocket turrets. Ramps, thrusters, medium. Let's learn those. Let's learn the Tech 2. Oh, right. Hull shield 2. So where are we at? 345 points. Let's learn the Tech 1 hull shield, and we want to do that for the base too. So, yeah, we already learned it for the base. Okay, so we're good there. I don't think we need the Tech 2 generator right now. Oh, this is what I want. Let's do a furnace and a deconstructor. And probably out of those two, even more the deconstructor is what I want. I'm not worried about the repair bays at the moment. You know what, though? We do have a Tech 2 repair bay that we looted, so if we did the console, we could actually utilize it. We don't have to actually learn it yet. So yeah, let's just go with that. We still have 273 points. So we'll probably just wait until we need something that we don't currently have, and then we'll learn it at that point. Okay? But now that we have the advanced constructor, we can make the high-end stuff, which is really cool. So all right, what do we want to do in this episode? What do we want to do? There's lots of things we can do. We are working on the Jade Jet, but I'm starting to think instead of the Jade Jet, we might actually want to go ahead and bring in the Warp Shuttle first, because the Warp Shuttle is going to allow us to carry a hover vessel and a small vessel on a capital class ship, so that we can, you know, warp to other planets and take, and more importantly, you know, take the miner with us for mining. So to do this, we need 555 neo. We need more silicon. We need a little more cobalt and a little more copper. And I know for sure that we have the copper to handle that. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. So if we go into the general, no, not the general, the input. If we go into the input. So we have 803 copper. That's a lot of copper. So how much do we need? We need 156, 136, because we have 20, no, 135 is what we need. Okay, so copper is taken care of. Silicon, or no, cobalt. Let's look at cobalt next. We have 201 cobalt ingots there. And what we need is 294. So we're basically going to need all of that. And then we still need about 68 more to finish that off. So cobalt's a thing. So we might need to take a trip to the moon, guys, and mine some cobalt, which we can certainly do. Because that's it. Okay, so we're also going to need some neo, so let's look at that next. So neodymium, we need 555. Yowzers. We need a hell of a lot more Neo, don't we? But you know what? I have 163 raw Neo here that we have not processed yet. Let's do that now. How much? What does it take to build a furnace? Let's make one. Let's make a furnace and let's make a deconstructor. Why the hell not? Let's do it. We're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it. Okay. So while that stuff's cooking up, what I'm thinking we might do is maybe we'll take a quick trip up to the moon and mine up some more cobalt. The Claudvoy is good to go. So we're not overloaded. Oh, I know what else we were gonna do. I made some homing launchers and some rockets for it off camera. I completely forgot about that stuff. So let's go ahead and change that out first on the Claude. Moving up in the world we are. Yes, we are. Excellent. Okay, so now we have homing rockets. And we'll make those blue, and we'll make them look like that. Super. All right. Let's put that ammo in here, and we'll take the normal ammo back out. And we'll take the rocket launchers out. Okay, let's feed that stuff into the factory. Does not contribute to blueprint production. Okay, so we'll set those in we'll just put those in the ammo container for now. All right, nice. So now Claudvoy is updated with homing rockets. Very nice. Yeah, I meant to do that in the last episode, but I completely spaced it off. Okay, so let's see. What else do we need for the factory? We need a little bit more silicon, so let's grab what we have for that. And how much do we need? We're going to need all of this. Okay, so we could grab some silicon from the moon, too, assuming we have, enough capacity to take it. As far as the Neo goes, though, I guess we're going to wait for the furnace, and then we'll throw what we have of the raw ore in there and see if that's enough. If it isn't, then we might have to go back to that desert planet and, farm up a little bit more Neo, too. Okay, so we're off to the moon, guys. We are off to the moon. That's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. Just kind of double checking here to make sure I'm not missing something important. Let's get our food topped off first. So we bought some nice food from the Talon and from the Polaris. So we've got some stew and some ratatouille. And let's go ahead and take some stew. That gets us damn near all the way topped off. We'll top it off with some cheese. We still have our energy bars for the moon if we need to eat up on the moon. Let's make sure we have 3 full oxygen tanks with us. Put our drill here. And we've got 16 drill charges, so we're good to go on that point. And yeah, let's roll. To the moon. One of these days, Alice. Pow! Right to the moon. Let's do it. So... We've got 100. Yeah, we got fuel, we got oxygen. Yeah, we're good. Do I have my EVA boost on? I do. Okay, yeah, we're good. So we're after cobalt, and we're after silicon. Those are the 2 things we're going to grab off the moon. I don't want to mine the last silicon deposit on the planet because I don't want to get silicon meteorites down here. I'd rather have all the meteorites just be the promo. Okay, where is the moon at? It's down this way. There she is. All right, let's drift. I know I probably said this a million times already, but the new planet models look really good. Really, really good. They introduced those in 10.5. Love it. Let's correct our course just a little bit here. How's everybody doing out there in streamer viewer land? You guys are awful quiet tonight. Hope you guys are having an awesome Saturday or Sunday or whatever time it happens to be for you. It is 10 o'clock, 10:13 actually, for me right now, PM. I live in Colorado. I sure have been enjoying Alpha 10. It's just really nice release that Elliot's put out here. Are you just watching the rocks reel? Okay. The real replay. Welcome to the stream, man. It's good to see you. Sometimes watching the rocks float by is kind of therapeutic. I don't know, there's something about just kind of drifting in space in this game that's peaceful, you know? As long as the drone doesn't come along and shoot you in the ass or anything. So I think we've mined out all of the magnesium on the moon. All of the whole one deposit that it had to begin with. Okay, Xerax territory. So we're after silicon, and we are after cobalt. What do we have? So we've got 2 silicons, and we have 1 cobalt, and we also have a drone. Wait, did I just see a drone or not? I don't know. This is a very small moon. There's the cobalt over there. I did bookmark it. Okay. So as I was saying earlier, because I have have to do this to slow my descent. Not that it really matters. It should matter, but it doesn't. You know, collision damage and all that. But when I started this series, I set the settings to the very hardest settings, and one of those, of course, is, sparse deposits. But the advantage to having a few deposits is you end up, we're gonna crash. You end up mining them out, quicker, and then you get the meteorites. So it's actually an advantage in some ways if you think about it that way. It doesn't help you in the very early game, but once you have the ability to mine meteorites, then it helps a hell of a lot. Okay, let's hit this silicon deposit. We got to keep our eyes open for drones, because the Clodvoy is sort of kind of a glass cannon at this point. It can pack a punch, but it can't take a beating, because it's still just normal steel blocks, When we bring in our Jade Jet, that's a warship. That thing can take a beating, and it can dish out a beating, but not this ship here. So I'm going to leave the thrusters on in case we need to make a quick getaway, but let's top off our tanks here. All right. So I don't see any drones at the moment, so we should be good. Let's remove this from the bookmark so we can actually see the deposit itself. It's a medium-sized deposit, 100% ore, so we should get a pretty good haul out of here. Here we go. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to connect to this. Okay. Alright. Mining away. One of the things that I really loved about Alpha 10, original Alpha 10, is, you know, the changes they made to the mining. It's just so much nicer now. I sort of do kind of miss, though, you know, before when you used to mine, the voxel that you were mining would kind of gradually shrink, like it sort of would in real life. So, you know, now they just kind of take the whole chunk out after a couple of ticks. So I sort of kind of miss that effect because it was sort of realistic, but I'm not complaining, you know, that they've sped the mining up overall and that you could, you know, get... basically, they sped it up, essentially. So it's pretty nice. Make sure no red dots are coming our way. We can see the scanner, you know, the mini-map in the drone, but when you start to see them there, they're already almost too damn close. You have, like, very little time to react to it, so better to periodically pop into the big map and just keep an eye on things. So somebody in the comments a while back was talking about how they build, you know, they build a ship or a hover vessel with a drone port, so you can actually stay inside the vessel and then send the drone out through the roof. Yeah, and I think that's a really nice, you know, really cool design idea. So I'm going to probably try something like that when we build the hauling CV vessel, which is coming up here pretty soon. Be my next build that we're going to do. Whoops, wrong button. Okay. This is a fairly deep deposit too. Come across some sathium deposits that were like really deep. Like, are you kidding me? I mean, so deep that your drone, the range of your drone couldn't get all the way to the bottom of it. This is going to be a nice little haul, though. I hope we can take it all back. Here, we should probably look at that, huh? Oh yeah, we're getting heavy. You know what though? We don't need this. Let's get rid of the rocks. You know what? Let's check it. Let's check it because we've got to get home. That's kind of important, you know. Okay, we can still lift off. We wanted to bring some cobalt back with us too, though. We might have to make 2 trips. Not a big deal. We can do that. All right. Well, let's see if we can get the rest of it. I think we can. I think we'll be okay. We're not gonna win any races, but I think we can do it. Well, I don't know. There's 30% of the ore left. Well, let's try it. Let's just see what happens. We just about completely filled up the clod with that last POI that we rated, both volume and weight-wise, and we made it home. It was definitely overloaded, but it could still fly, so that's all we really need to be able to do is still be able to fly. And if it turns out that we can't get off the ground, then I'll put some of it onto the toolbar. I still haven't really decided if that's an exploit or if it's intentional or what, what the deal is with that. So until I actually decide that for sure, I'll probably take advantage of it. So the thing is you can carry, your player, right, can carry 600 kilograms in the inventory. And no, actually that's not even true. You can actually carry way more than that if you think about it. You have 600 volume in your inventory. Okay, so we've maxed out the volume on this guy. So if we're at 9.64 tons, and we have less than 10% ore left. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take and put. See, that whole stack is only 7 kilograms. That doesn't seem right. That can't possibly be right. See, no, that's just for one ore. That's not for the whole stack. But what we can do is we can put this on our toolbar, and then all of a sudden the weight no longer counts. Here, let's get back in here for a minute. Yeah, see, I mean, we're heavy, but we're not like nowhere near overloaded because we put those on our toolbar. But the point I was trying to make is that, your player character can have 600 volume, and I mean, you could carry like freaking 2 tons or so of weight in your own personal inventory, which makes no sense whatsoever. No human being could carry that much weight on their own body, so, but, the thing is when it comes to realism in survival games, there's got to be a little bit of a compromise, I guess, because if you made a survival game absolutely 100% true to life, then you wouldn't be able to play it. You just wouldn't be able to do it, So, based upon all of that, I'm just trying to decide if, using your toolbar to put extra weight on it that your ship otherwise wouldn't be able to carry, because now it's kind of sort of in your own inventory, I guess, if that's an exploit or not. I haven't really decided. Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comments. But for now, we're going to at least utilize it right now. But let's get the rest of this silicon. We are definitely not going to have room, I think, for the cobalt, so we're going to have to come back and get the cobalt in a separate trip. Okay, I think that's about it for this deposit. So let's get rid of the stone. So we basically have a full stack of silicon plus 179 more. We've actually exceeded our volume here too, but okay, wait a second. Can we still move? We can, okay. So it is actually counting the volume 2 on the toolbar, but it's not applying it, which is really kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know if that's a bug, like Elia just overlooked that, or if it's a compromise, a compromise between realism and game playability. I haven't really decided. Alright, let's head on home with this load that we have. And we're pretty much out of time too, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go drop this off, and we should, our furnace should be done by the time we get back too. So I'm going to go drop this off and get it processed. I'm going to come back up to the moon, hit that 1 cobalt deposit, and then head home again and put that in the furnace. And then then at that point, I'll bring you guys back for the next episode. And I think what we'll do while we're, kind of waiting for all that to happen, to refine and whatnot, we're going to go hit that abandoned drone base and check it out and see what that's all about. There goes the timer right there. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, share out the video, and leave a comment. All those things help the channel, and I do appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.